So, what's going on, guys? It's Brian Pickles here at BB Fitness, and today is a different kind of vlog. Stay tuned.
All is well tonight, though we had our ups and downs. I felt this way for a long, long time now. But
So, we're locked up of band practice. Alright, so we're here, getting band practice going. Chris is trying to figure out his amp. So, what's going on, guys? We're wrapping up practice. Folks, we're going to be playing at WPI. When, Lucas?
April 8th.
April 8th.
Friday, April
8th or the 7th? Pretty sure
7th. It's the 7th.
It's the 7th.
April 7th.
So, April 7th at WPI, right?
Yes.
Okay, check it out. So that was fun. That was a wrap. Now I'm gonna eat. I got beef and sweet potato, and then we have our chickens today. So Sunday is always about hustle, but just to kind of give you guys an idea, we have this. So 96% lean beef. I have a sweet potato. I put some hot sauce on there. For those of you who don't have them, 6-pack coolers are the way to go. That way you can keep your food cool, and it's very convenient. But I'm gonna eat this meal, and then we're gonna get our check-ins. So this has been a fun day already. I'm excited to see how everyone's doing. So I'm at Starbucks now, and so the goal with what I just showed you is I do bi-weekly phone calls for everyone. Everyone has 24/7 contact, and I also talk to them anytime throughout the week, usually 3 or 4 times, message them, any of my clients. And essentially what I wanted to do is I wanted to start a report card so that people could take ownership of what they were actually putting into their program, and this way there's no guesswork, there's no us getting off on the wrong foot because of misunderstanding through text and call. So the way that this report card works, essentially I try to emphasize a lot of the things that they're doing and focusing on their victories. So I'm gonna usually get about so right now I'm working on about 20 clients at a time, so I usually get all their reports at a time, and so we go through them and make sure they're doing well. So this is Sunday, the report day. So, what's going on, guys? Now I'm back in my car, getting ready to head back to Manchester. Just picked up some groceries. One of the things I wanted to emphasize in this video is kind of telling you guys a little bit more about myself, because I don't think, on my channel at least, that I've done that enough, and I own that you guys don't really have that much of my story involved. So I want to tell you a little bit of it. So today, we didn't talk about bodybuilding, we didn't talk about fitness, we really talked about music. And so for those of you who don't know, I play rhythm guitar. I'm a songwriter, and I'm the lead singer for a punk band called Resistance. We're mild. I would say that we're just a fun thing that we do on the side. I've been playing in this band since I was about 15, and music's always played a huge role in my life. It started when I was about 10 or 11. I used to get bullied a lot when I was in elementary school. And when I say bullied, I got the shit kicked out of me every single day. I was the weird kid for whatever reason. They thought I was really strange, because I come from an area of about, I think where I grew up was about 500, 700 people at the time. And if you didn't have a motorcycle, your parents couldn't buy you a motorcycle. If you couldn't have a dirt bike, or if you didn't fit in that roughneck mentality, you were ousted. And I was ousted because I didn't like it. I liked, certain things, like I was into, Batman and sports and football, and those are things you usually don't get picked on for. But yeah, I was picked on a lot. I got beat up a lot. and that didn't translate over to bodybuilding. I don't want to get into that. Bodybuilding exists for another reason, which you guys will find out soon. But what happened was I was about 11 years old, and I always liked the spotlight, and Green Day's American Idiot came out, and that album pretty much changed my life because it inspired me to play music, and music became my way of escaping problems. You know, I would just, you know, still to this day, like, you know, when I put on my music and I go to the gym, like, or I put on music at any time, it kind of transfers me to that zone. And so I started playing guitar, and I've always, you know, focused a lot on playing guitar, and it's always been a really big part of my life. And I think when I got into college, I kind of lost track of that because I didn't play that much. I was too focused on other things, and it kind of came like a secondary thing that I did. It wasn't that important to me at the time, and now I'm just really grateful that it is there. And so this band, you know, me and Chris have been playing music together. Chris is my bass player, or our bass player. I don't want to say mine, but Chris is the bass player for the band, and he's one of my best friends. If not, I would say probably my most consistent best friend in my life. And you know, we've been playing together since we were 13. And so, you know, things like this concert coming up are just like, it's very grounding. It's like, you know, it brings me back to kind of square one. And it slows everything down, and it really makes me present because, like, you know, with business, the business is going really well, but at the same time, it kind of gets my momentum in my head. It speeds up everything. The same with bodybuilding, and a lot of times, like, I have a hard time slowing things down. And my mind races in a million directions. And so when I have something like music, or playing a concert, or, you know, when we get together, it's just like that time, it's just like very, very focused, and I'm excited. So I want to give you guys a little bit more insight about that. And so now I'm back to Manchester, but yeah, I think, you know, having something like that makes you feel completely present around other things in your life is a great tool. So that's a little bit about my love for music and what this concert means to me. So I'm gonna go back down to Manchester, and then we're gonna eat. So what's going on, guys? So that is the end of our video, and I must apologize, I didn't get any quality b-roll, but I want to thank you for tuning in. I'm really excited to share some different stuff like this with you guys in the next coming months as we grow this channel, and, you know, just keep growing the story. And at the end of the day, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and hope to see you in the next one. Peace.